I am totally 100% for community service. I did a lot of it in high school, but coming to BSC and working with the Community Service Center for my 5 years being here so far, it has been amazing. I've gotten to do so many things that I never imagined I would be able to do. But it's really important to remember to give back, and I know, especially on the Thanksgiving distribution day, it's almost heartbreaking to see all the people that are still in need that people just forget about.
Some of the intangible things that I think students get out of volunteering is a sense of community. You might take a group of students who've never met each other and they come together under the roof or under the guise of service, and all of a sudden they now become a major community within themselves.
We brought them to all sorts of great things. Just last week, we brought them to a Celtics game. We brought them there during the playoffs. I can't even begin to explain what it was like for them. One of the children in there I had met 2 years ago while I was taking the class, and he himself, he was maybe about 14 years old at the time. He's now 16, and now he's going to Brockton High. He may be considered homeless, but that's just simply a statistic. When I had read more into the statistics, I found out that 40% of the families that are 40% of people who are homeless are actually families.
Personally, to me, it's very different from what I grew up with. So I grew up in a small town where we really don't have many homeless people. So coming to the city and seeing what people have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, it's very, very different than what I grew up with. So it's like it's just a new experience. It's really sad, the people that you see, because if you actually have a conversation with any of them, some of them had no idea this was ever going to happen. It's like it could be me in 5 years. You don't know what's going to happen.
This is my first year of Jumpstart, and it's been amazing. It really has. I've learned so much along the way, because at first I don't want to teach preschool. I'd like to teach elementary school, but this presented such a great opportunity to work with kids and to kind of see what it's really like. So for me, this was just a wonderful opportunity, and not only that, but I've learned so much. The people I've met, the things I've experienced, the little tricks you kind of learn dealing with any children, any age, that it's just been so rewarding, because I've got to see the progress that my partner child has made from day one all the way to the end, and it's just a phenomenal experience.
Being able to go to an event and help them out by raising money for it is such an amazing feeling, because it's something that affects my life. Getting involved in that was just something that I could do for them, because when they're going through the treatment and everything, you can't always be there for them. So this is just something that I could do to help raise awareness and raise money for research and everything.
You know, when I'm sitting in class and I hear other students tell me about how tough their schedule is, I don't really hear that. What I really hear is, I'm looking for something that's really big right now, something to make you change. And when I got involved in this, it gave me the opportunity to say, well, I can make the change in that community. I never thought that was possible. I was never that involved student. I wasn't that person that said, I'm going to go and try and help someone who's homeless. When it came to the actual getting involved, I knew that it was easy, it was obtainable, and I knew I could make a difference.
I love it. I am really happy that I got involved when I was a freshman, so I've had 3 years of doing this. My Brother's Keeper is one of my favorite events that we go back to every year, because you go into people's homes with it, and again, it's just not how I grew up serving, but I grew up serving a community that was very much like me, and these people are very, very different than me.
When I was growing up, my family would always go through our church, and we would always buy a Thanksgiving dinner to give to a family. But I think what Catholic Charities does is amazing, because if it weren't for them, then the hundreds of people that show up to get a dinner for Thanksgiving, they wouldn't have them. They would be going hungry. So their organization is absolutely amazing.
Oh yes, I would definitely do Jumpstart again, because the people you meet and just what you feel inside once you've done this accomplishment, you've worked with someone for a whole school year and get to see them go from point A to point B, and it's just huge leaps and bounds of progress that it's so rewarding. It's unbelievable. And not only that, I learned lessons here that I don't think I could have experienced anywhere else.
Lauren came in and she had big shoes to fill, and she went above and beyond. She dealt with all of our crazy meetings and everything, and did such an amazing job, and we appreciate everything that she did.
It takes a lot of work for the organizations that we work with to accommodate us. And I say that, I don't say that lightly. If you think about you're a small operation and you have, say, 10 students that want to come in, they have good intentions, but it takes a lot on the other end. My hat goes off to the organizations that do allow us to work with them. And it's just been an incredible experience, not only for me working with them, but definitely for our students who are able to learn something new about the agencies that serve people in this region and beyond.
I don't think I've never felt more rewarded in my life. I know that the community service office here on campus, as well as the Family Life Center, have both changed my life for the better. They've taught me everything I need to know, and they've taught me how I can make a change in the community around us.